Welcome to Total Media's 2026 Convo coverage, presented by Visit Athens County.
Cage Alexander, he is the leader of this squad, one of the most talented sophomores in the state of Ohio. He will look to carry Waverly to a district championship, but Circleville on the other side have a talented player of their own, the player of the year in Division 4, Cole Nungister, and he is motivated to try and bring Circleville back to win another district championship.
So the 5 on the floor for Waverly, it's Kai Kazee, Cage Alexander, Landon Russell, Sawyer Myers, and Gunnar Myers, the twins, on the floor for the Tigers of Waverly. And now we'll switch over to Circleville, and they'll start with the Division 4 Player of the Year. There he is. Cole Nungister had a big night in the win against Gallia Academy. Looking for another one here this evening. Blaine Fowler. There's Glavin Bigham.
A senior standing 6'3", playing guard number 5,
Jack Klein, and they'll round it out with Riley Jenkins, a second-team All-District member. Talked about him a little bit just a couple of minutes ago. Ethan, a big factor in that win for Circleville was Cole Nungister and Riley Jenkins. We'll see if they can get it done again here tonight. We are set for basketball in the Convo District Championship in Region 15, the Southeast District 1.
It's time to rock and roll in the Convo.
Landon Russell and Riley Jenkins will do the tip. A trip to the regional semifinals on the line. Here we go. 8 minutes on the clock. 32 minutes to go. Waverly and Circleville were underway. Landon Russell and the Waverly Tigers control the tip. Go down the floor. Cage Alexander will bring it. Gets it over to Russell. Now up top, Kazee. Myers to his brother. Cage on the left side.
Alexander loves those quick drives inside. If he gets those high ball screens, look for him to spin off and quickly go into the lane. Here he's got an ISO.
Early man defense from Circleville. Landon Russell, Kai Kazee just trying to set up the offense. Good defense early on. We're 40 seconds in. Cage Alexander trying to make a move to the bucket. A pass over to the right side was picked off there by Gunnar Myers.
Yeah.
Still no penetration inside. We're 50 seconds in. Kazee. This is just some good defense. Alexander pump fake 3, bounces it out right side.
You notice there, you saw it on the top of the key, is that Nungister was coming over for the double on Alexander, and he steals that one away.
Here comes Nungister in the front court. After a minute and 10 seconds on defense, Cole Nungister with the steal and the bucket. In transition, Circleville strikes first.
I mean, right now, Waverly just not enough movement off the ball. They need probably get some off-ball screens to try and get Cage Alexander his matchups and let him get to his spots.
Gunnar Myers hits the deck, knees on the ground. It's taken away, ball's loose, and eventually scooped up by Jack Klein. The other way, here comes Circleville. Euro into the lane, no good from Glavin Bigham. 6:15 to go in the first quarter.
Looks like Cage Alexander is going to face guard Nungister on the defensive side for Waverly. He wasn't involved in that offensive possession, Nungister, but Alexander had his eyes on him the whole way.
There he goes. He pops a 3, no good. Nungister with the miss. Bring it down the left side of the floor. Spins into the lane on Alexander. Stripped, but right back into the hands of the Tigers. Nungister for 3, won't go. Rebounded by Landon Russell up the floor. Here's Cage Alexander. 2-on-1 in the lane. Puts it up. Too strong. Tipped out. Kazee with the rebound. Swings to the corner. Alexander wide open. Buries it. Cage Alexander gives a look to the crowd. Tries to get them fired up. 2.5 minutes in. Now Waverly with their first point.
He said, "I'm here." There was a word in between. You could probably figure out what it was. Cage Alexander, welcome to the game.
Might start with an F. Not sure. Down the lane on the right side, Blaine Fowler.
Nungister the assist.
I watch on this possession what Circleville adjusts to defensively in terms of watching Cage Alexander. And like I said in the pregame, obviously we were having those audio issues, so it may not have come through. Other players on this Waverly squad have to step up today. It cannot all be Cage Alexander.
Alexander, nice bounce pass in the lane, but it was a little low, tipped out of bounds, and it was off of a Waverly Tiger. 4:53 to go in the first quarter.
Davion McBride in.
Davion McBride enters the ball game for Gunnar Myers.
McBride had some really good minutes off the bench and some big contributions in that Waverly victory in the last round over New Lexington, especially in the second half of that game. So a big body off the bench here for the Tigers.
He had 7 points in that one. Nungaster jump shot baseline. A little off to the right. Now up the floor. Here comes Waverly. Spinning into the lane. Alexander kicks back for Sawyer Myers into the corner. Now here's McBride. Fresh off the bench. No good from distance.
Lefty shooter as well.
Nungaster swinging to the left lane. Almost saved, but it's out of bounds. Glavin Bigham couldn't track it down.
Gunnar Myers returns.
Well, Gunnar Myers will check back in. Landon Russell will get a breather. 4-3 Circleville. 4:15 to go in the first quarter. We had an opening possession that took a whole minute and 5 seconds off the clock before an eventual steal from Cole Nungaster and a bucket in transition. Since that 7-minute mark, just 5 points on the board. Davion McBride.
A lot of that is good defense, and then we've had some missed shots as well. Nungaster and Alexander have both missed a couple.
Alexander kicks over. It's Myers. Up top to his brother. Now right side. Cage had 19 in the win on Sunday. Stands on the right side. The lefty thought about a step back. Kicks to the corner for Sawyer. Sawyer going to bounce it up top. Get it to Kazee. 3.5 minutes to go.
Again, a lot of patience in what Waverly's doing offensively.
Alexander spinning into the lane with the right hand. No good. That's his non-dominant hand. He couldn't get it to fall. Cole Nungaster with the rebound. Here's Jenkins. Big body in the lane. The hook. It goes. Waverly wanted a tie-up. They didn't get it. And instead, Circleville with an early 3-point lead. 3:10 to go. Full timeout called in the combo. We'll take it with them. You're listening to Playoff Basketball and Total Media Sports, brought to you by Visit Athens County. It's more than a place. It's a place to belong.
This factory has walls, but there's no ceiling.
Here, my ideas matter.
Join a team where you can use your unique talents to grow both personally and professionally. Apply today at belisiofoods.com/careers. That's BELLISIO foods.com/careers.
Now, welcome back. 3:10 to go in the first quarter. The district finals here from the Convo in Division 4, the Southeast District 1. A couple of good ones here tonight. Waverly and Circleville. Waverly coming out of the timeout. Kazee down low off the glass and in. And you talked about it. Cage Alexander. Eagle vision.
Beautiful dish on the inside. And again, that's what the Tigers are going to need. I should say both teams are the Tigers. That's what Waverly are going to need, right? They need those players around Alexander to step up. Beautiful find there by Cage. And then a great response back the other way by the other set of Tigers. As soaring into the lane there was Jack Klein.
On the left side, a tough finish. 3-point game. Circleville on top. 2.5 to go in the first quarter.
It looks like Ed Kirk had to go to the locker room briefly. Now he's coming back onto the bench. I just saw him come out of Circleville's locker room. He has not entered the game as of yet.
He had a couple of big minutes in that win on Sunday.
Typically that sixth man off the bench for Circleville.
Alexander to the right wing. Kazee up top. Gunner.
Great hips there from Nungaster. Did a really good job not to fall for the shot fake.
And Cage Alexander will set it up at the logo. On the left side, gets it to McBride. Driving baseline. Lost the handle for a second. Gathers himself. Gets it out. Jump shot just inside the three-point line. Won't go for Sawyer Myers. Rebounded by Circleville. Long three. Short from Riley Jenkins.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a overshot there, I think. A little bit of an overstep.
It was a good 5 feet beyond the three-point line.
Long range three. And
especially from that angle. It gets tough. And here's Cage Alexander. Picked up by Bigham on the baseline. Fader. Pure shot.
You're seeing the doubles come often for Circleville on Alexander. It's typically Nungaster who's shading over, as it seems like Lavin Bigham's pretty much following Cage Alexander anywhere he goes on the floor on the defensive end.
Cage Alexander tightly sticking with Cole Nungaster, but Nungaster doesn't have to do anything there. Blaine Fowler, after a nice pass, finishes on the right side. It's a 10-7 ball game. 50 seconds to go in this first quarter. Cage Alexander has 5 of the 7 for Waverly. Blaine Fowler has 4. He's the leading scorer for Circleville. A few others with a bucket each.
Waverly doing a good job so far at keeping pace, and a lot of it's through Alexander, but right now they need a little bit more movement. Again, like I said a few moments ago, off the ball. I think you got to start setting screens. Get Alexander a mismatch. Get him switched onto maybe Jenkins or one of those defenders so that he can use that shiftiness.
We got a foul called up at the top.
First foul of the game with 13.2 to go in the first quarter.
That'll be Glavin Bigham picking up that foul. And off the bench, here comes Ed Kirk. So after making a trip to the locker room, he appears to be okay. This will be his first time checking in tonight. With 13 seconds to go. 40 seconds already off the clock on this possession alone, and Waverly seeming to hold the final shot.
These are the moments that Cage Alexander lives for right here.
He gets it off to McBride. Now McBride working on the other side of the court. Cage coming in on the baseline. Has it. 1 second. He stepped on the baseline. With 1.3 on the clock, it's going to be tough for Circleville to get a shot up, but good defense prevents any points.
I didn't love that set from Waverly. I don't. You got 13.2 seconds. You got a chance to run a play.
3 guys all bunched up in the same spot over there in the corner.
100%. Yeah, it wasn't well executed that time.
So it'll be Riley Jenkins to inbound, full court press. He gets it into Klein. Klein with a 3/4 heave.
I'm not sure if that would have counted.
Oh, good.
If he somehow got it all.
It was very close, but it didn't go regardless, and that ends our first quarter. Circleville with a 3-point lead after 1. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Playoff Basketball on Total Media Sports.
Meet Jordan Thornsberry with Key Realty, a local realtor who knows our community and cares about helping families find the right home. Whether you're buying your first home or ready to sell, Jordan's here to guide you every step of the way. Call 740-835-1581 today.
Locally owned and proud to serve Jackson, Ohio, Top Tier Customs is here for all your vehicle needs. From expert car wrap to general maintenance and precision alignments, we do it all with pride and professionalism. Whatever you drive, we'll keep it looking sharp and running right. Call 740-577-0011 today to schedule your appointment. That's 740-577-0011. Top Tier Customs, the top shelf of vehicle uplifting.
Welcome back. Start of the second quarter here on Total Media Sports. It's a 10-7 lead for the Circleville Tigers here after 1 in the district final matchup between Circleville and Waverly in Division 4, Region 15.
So far, Waverly doing a pretty good job on Nungaster on the defensive side.
The winner will move on to next Wednesday, 6 p.m., right back here at the Convo. They'll take on the winner of our second game here this evening, Unioto and Washington Courthouse. Had a good one in the first quarter. Now Jenkins pump fake into the lane with the right hand, no good. Kirk battling for the rebound. He lost the control. And other way, here comes Landon Russell on the right side. He's rejected. It's out of bounds. Will stay with Waverly. Davion McBride will inbound. Riley Jenkins had a nice pump fake on the other end. Couldn't get anything out of it. Good closeout defense. McBride picked up by Nungister. Now it's Kai Kazee. Finds Alexander. Catch and shoot. We got a tie ball game. 10-all here with 7:20 to go in the first half. Cage Alexander has 8. Oh, it's Ed Kirk. Jenkins for 3. You bet. Riley Jenkins. Our good friend Lou Horvath says from Saturn. It was well beyond the arc.
Yeah, that high arcing shot. A little bit of a different shooting form than most, but it works, and it goes down for the tray.
Here's Landon Russell. Waverly trails by 3 after Cage Alexander's 3 ball was answered on the other end. He's got it. Right side, kicks corner. Kazee. We got a 3-point contest. Kai Kazee from the corner. That's 3 straight possessions with a 3 combined from both squads.
Freshman making a play. Talked about guys around Alexander stepping up. That'll do you a whole world of good. Is if you can get those supporting cast members to help your team out, you're going to open up the holes for Alexander. That was a good screen.
Nungister going to try a 3 himself. It rattles in and out. Offensive board down low, no foul. Tipped around, rebounded by Sawyer Myers. Waverly shooting 60% from beyond the arc. 3 for 5. Nungister maybe got away with a reach in there. Landon Russell has it on the right side. Picked up by Jenkins. Now in the corner, McBride going to drive in with the left hand on the right side. It's loose. We're going to get a tie up here. Possession arrow going to stick with Waverly. Waverly shooting 45% from the floor, 60% from 3. Circleville 46% from the floor, 33 from 3. We are tied at 13. 5:44 to go in the first half. Kai Kazee, who just hit a 3, lobs it up. A little too high for Landon Russell. Either that or Russell mistimed the jump. One of the two, maybe a little bit of both.
I was going to say, I think it's a little bit of both there.
And it's out of bounds.
Pretty good idea. Just a little unlucky in the execution.
Circleville. Bring it down across half court. Jack Klein down the lane. Off the glass. Big body down low. Jack Klein gives Circleville the lead. 15-13, 5:15 to go.
Not easy. Great body control in the air. Focused on the basketball, focused on the hoop. Took it right there and took it in for 2. Give Circleville the lead right back as we go back and forth here in the combo.
This is Alexander with the left hand, kicks, corner, 3. McBride, too strong. Jenkins cleans it up. Under 5. Nungister, Hezzy. And a foul going to be called. And that will go on Waverly. And they're going to get Alexander here.
Alexander, his first.
It's just his first. The only foul on the floor for any Waverly player currently. That's the first team foul of the quarter. Klein will inbound. Still looking, now gets to the corner, the far corner from him. Jump shot from the elbow, pure shot. Blaine Fowler, 4-point lead for Circleville.
Great job there of getting to, finding, and hitting from your spot. Nice pull-up jumper there from Fowler.
Fowler's got 6 points here early on tonight. He has been a force early on. Kai Kazee. Alexander. Almost lost the handle, kept it with him. Just over 4 minutes to go here in the district final of Region 15. Southeast 1 is the district. Nightcap will be Unioto and Washington Courthouse. The 2 winners here this evening will play next Wednesday at 6 o'clock in the convo right here on this floor. Cage Alexander into the lane. Rejected by Nungister. Riley Jenkins pulls it down, a wide pass, but Nungister will clean it up. Big presence in the lane, Nungister.
Stonewalling inside. And now we're
And
going
he
to
got a carry called, yep, from Nungaster. He kind of hesitated into the lane, and I guess he held it a little too long.
Super often, but
had a couple of them this week, actually, so they're cracking down on it a little bit. But, yeah, you're right. I hadn't seen that called all but maybe one time outside of that.
Well, it's another. We talk about it with the 5-second calls. A lot of carries, it can be subjective because, like, if you called every single carry probably to the letter, I think you probably have about 8 carries a game per team.
Yeah.
So that one, it was pretty egregious. Nungaster kind of went up, and as he stepped through, he took the ball up.
Those are subjective. Those 3-second calls are subjective.
Yep. That's basketball officiating. It's not easy. And we tip our cap to these officials. They do a great job.
Here's Kazee. It's a 4-point lead for Circleville. Just over 3 minutes to go here in this first half. Gunnar Myers, corner for Kazee. Trying to set things up, slow everything down. A wide pass. It's taken away in the front court. Fowler, he's got 8. What a sequence for Blaine Fowler. The steal and then the tough finish on the other side. A 6-point advantage for Circleville.
Just a great job. Effort. That's what that play was all about. Blaine Fowler is bringing it so far, and guess who makes the play right there?
Blaine Fowler.
Number one at the scene of the crime in a good way, a whole lot tonight.
Cage Alexander was looking for Kazee over there right in front of the scores table. And well, honestly, it was a good pass, but I think Kazee was trying to spin around right when he got the ball, didn't look it in. He just kind of lost the handle on it, rolled out of bounds. Now a bluff of a full court press from Waverly. Nungaster will get it across half court. Jack Klein to the scorer's table. He'll check back in. Next dead ball. Ari Travis is in the game for Circleville. As Fowler has it straight away to Jenkins. Pump fake a 3. Kick out Fowler. Heat check. No good. Rebounded by Jenkins. Travis couldn't bring it down. Into the front court. Here comes Sawyer Myers down the lane. He is fouled. 2:06 on the clock. Sawyer Myers with a big steal right there.
Yeah.
I needed that.
Waverly now been a while since they've gotten the ball into the bucket. And again, you got to give credit to Circleville's defensive pressure. They're doing a really good job. And you've seen it on the other end of the floor where Circleville's doing a good job of finding their spots in terms of getting their shot selection right. You're not really seeing that from Waverly. So big for them to just get to the free throw line. Myers can't make the first. But you got to take advantage of those opportunities. Waverly right now just not really finding their spots in terms of their shot.
That foul was called on Ari Travis. He'll take the seat, frustrated with himself on the bench. But so far, Sawyer Myers hasn't made him pay for it. 0 for 1 from the stripe. Trying to make it a 5-point game. And he will. The shooting down to 38.5% for Waverly compared to what it was earlier in the quarter. Still getting 1 of every 2 threes to fall. Klein, right side. Double clutch and in. Jack Klein.
Big body play right there. He saw size mismatch on Kazee, the freshman who is listed at 6 foot. I'm not sure if he's actually 6 foot. He looks a little bit more like a 5'10" to me out there on the floor. Klein listed at 6'3", takes advantage.
Gunnar Myers tried to swing all the way into the corner from the baseline. It was poked out of bounds by Cole Nungaster. That'll bring everything to a halt for a moment. Cage Alexander will inbound. 1:32 on the clock. A 7-point lead for Circleville. Waverly trying to cut that distance down a little bit. Sawyer Myers. Alexander works around a screen. Now Gunnar thought about it. Instead, he threw it into the lane and it's taken away. That was Glavin Bigham with the steal. Now Nungaster on the left side. Spins, kicks, Fowler. No jump shot yet. Oh, he wanted that dribble back. Now into the front court. Here's Gunnar Myers with the right hand. No. tipped up from McBride. He gets his own miss, gets it right back to Alexander. Tough finish.
Man, that was
in the lane.
Crazy effort from Nungaster.
The timeout going to be called by Evan Callahan. Here was 43 seconds to go.
3-on-1 there defensively. That was a pretty crazy play. And he got 2 misses, but unfortunately for him, the numbers just ended up being a little too much. And even, if he had been able to hold out maybe an extra half a second or so, the bodies were coming back for Circleville, but then Alexander spinning as he does so well, getting it up and in. And he's got double digits, 10 points, matching the jersey now for Cage Alexander.
So 43 and a half seconds on the clock here in this first half. During that timeout, Ed Kirk made his way to the scorer's table. He'll check into the ball game here in the final minute. Got a tight one here early on this evening. 21-16. If you're Waverly, I feel like you got to like where you're at right now, because it feels like this first half has not been the prettiest of sorts, but they're right there within 5 points. They need a defensive stop here late in this first half.
Like I said earlier, the Cage Alexander's got 10. Waverly's got 16, right? No other scorer has more than 3. They need a couple of these other guys as Alexander tumbles to the floor there. They need someone else. It could be one, it could be multiple. They need guys around Cage Alexander to make some plays on the offensive end in particular. They're defending, in my opinion, very well.
So up top right now at the logo, it's Blaine Fowler. He has 8 first half points tonight. Cole Nungaster only has 2, and it was the first bucket of the game.
Yeah, off that steal.
Here's Jack Klein. Kicks out for Fowler.
Now Nungaster got the switch here on to Myers.
2
That's
seconds.
what he was looking for.
1 second. Steps through long 3. No good at the buzzer. And that's how this first half will end. A big stop for Waverly as we head to the half. 21-16 Circleville on top here in the Region 15 District Championship in the Southeast District 1 of the bracket. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with our Jordan Thornsbury of Key Realty Group halftime breakdown on Total Media Sports.
This factory has walls, but there's no ceiling.
Here, my ideas matter.
Join a team where you can use your unique talents to grow both personally and professionally. Apply today at beliciofoods.com/careers. That's BELLISIO foods.com/careers.
Meet Jordan Thornsbury with Key Realty, a local realtor who knows our community and cares about helping families find the right home. Whether you're buying your first home or ready to sell, Jordan's here to guide you every step of the way. Call 740-835-1581 today.
Fowler with 8, 6 for Jack Klein.
Well, welcome back at the halftime break. It is 21-16 Circleville. Lou Horvath just went through the first half stats. We'll bring those to you here on Total Media Sports. Kai Kazee has 5. Cage Alexander has 10. Sawyer Myers has 1. Cage Alexander leads all scorers, but not far behind him is Blaine Fowler for Circleville. He was impressive in the first half. He had 8. Cole Nungaster had 2, and the final 11 were flurried around the rest of the team. You had Riley Jenkins with 5. Jack Klein had 6. Oh, Ethan, it was a fun first half. Waverly down by 5. This is your Jordan Thornsbury of Key Realty Group halftime breakdown on Total Media Sports. What you like in that first half? What didn't you like?
For Waverly, Cage Alexander's doing his thing. He's got 10 points and assisted rebound as well. And like I just said right before the half, they don't have the guys around him right now stepping up. They need that in the second half. You need scores. It doesn't matter. You don't have to, you don't have to force threes or anything like that. One of the Myers twins, Landon Russell, Kaiser Kazee, Davian McBride off the bench. They need one of those guys to get going and fast. And then for Circleville, it's kind of the opposite story to Waverly. Cole Nungester's been relatively quiet. Just the 2 points to go with 2 rebounds and an assist. But the guys around him have stepped up in a big way. Nobody more so than Blaine Fowler. 8 points and a rebound for him. 6 points for Jack Klein. And 5 points for Riley Jenkins as well, including a long-range 3. So Circleville, if you can get Nungester involved, you'll feel great, right? If you can get him involved in the offensive side. Now, you do have to give some credit to Waverly for that because I think Alexander has been guarding
he's done a great job.
Nungester very closely. And I think in the second half, maybe some off-ball screens from Circleville to try and get some switches. You saw it at the end of that first half where Nungester ends up getting switched onto Myers. I think they're going to try and get Alexander, who's a very good defender, right? We talk all about his offense, but defensively, he's also fantastic. I think try and get some switches, try and get Nungester a matchup where he could maybe take advantage of that great speed that he has and strength down in the lane and see if he can get to work down on the blocks like he does so well.
And kind of like you were talking about, like he's only got 2 points, right, for Cole Nungester, and they came in the very first minute of the ball game, a little over a minute into the ball game. There was 6:50 left on the clock, but he also hasn't gotten many shots up. And Jenna, it's not like he's getting the shots up and just not hitting them. He just hasn't been able to get the looks at the rim, and that's, like you said, a credit to Cage Alexander and his tight defense. Circleville looking for their 17th win in a row. Like you talked about pregame, they have not lost a game since December 22nd of 2025. They are coming in hot here this evening, looking to advance to the regional semifinal matchup, which will take place on Wednesday night at 6 p.m. right back here in the Convo 6 days from now. The winner of our nightcap this evening between Unioto and Washington Courthouse will square off with the winner here in this one between Circleville and Waverly. Waverly's got to like where they're at. They only trail by 5, but that's without Cole Nungester getting going. Can you keep him quiet in the second half? We will find out here starting in about 4.5 minutes. We will step aside for a couple of minutes. When we come back, we'll have a couple of tweaks that we need to see in that second half, and we will get underway. Don't go anywhere. This was the Jordan Thornsbury of Key Realty Group halftime breakdown, and it's on Total Media Sports. Now welcome back. 2.5 minutes to go until we get this second half underway. Daniel Barnard alongside Ethan Sargent here from the Convo. Division 4 Region 15 District Finals. The Southeast 1 District between Waverly and Circleville. Circleville with a 5-point lead at the halftime break. We talked about it at halftime. Cole Nungaster for Circleville, the Division 4 Player of the Year, has yet to really get going from the floor. They still have a 5-point lead, but that hasn't been the story on the other side for Waverly's star player, Cage Alexander. He's got 10 first-half points, leads all scorers here in this one. So you said it just a couple of minutes ago. They need to find a way to get some of those other players involved outside of Cage Alexander so he's not the only one doing the work. Davion McBride had 7 points in the win against New Lex over the weekend. He is scoreless here at the halftime break. Sawyer Myers had 7 points in that win. He's got 1 in the first half. So how are you able to get those guys involved here in the second half is going to be key.
In the second half, again, I've been banging it like a drum, and I think that it's the truth, and it's going to be, I think, the determining factor in this game is the cast around Cage Alexander. Obviously, Cage is going to get his, right? He's going to get into the lane. He's going to probably score at minimum probably 8 to 10 more points in this game, but they need the guys around him to make the plays. They need to hit some threes. They need to hit their free throws. They're the underdogs here. Again, they're a 10-loss club, right? Circleville comes in having not lost in the calendar year 2026. You know you're the underdog. You've got a chance. You have played in this game. You have been in this matchup. You got to give yourself a chance here. You got to give yourself a shot. And it's that cast around Cage Alexander. They need to step up.
You got to give us a shot.
The Terry Collins ran after Noah Syndergaard threw at one of the players.
Yep. For the Mets manager.
That's a great video. I'm glad that I wasn't referencing that, but I'm glad that you brought that up. That's an amazing video.
Anytime someone says they got to give them you got to give them a shot, or they got to
give us a shot.
That's the first thing that comes to my mind every single time. The final seconds tick off here at the halftime break. We are set for action here in this second half. Jack Klein, Riley Jenkins, Blaine Fowler, Cole Nungaster.
Terry, you got to understand the situation.
And Clavin Bigham are on the floor for Circleville. Landon Russell,
I would
Sawyer
love
Myers.
there to be more mic'd up umpires. That would be awesome. Because you get those conversations all the time. And imagine, you can think about it in basketball in general, too, really in sports.
Yeah.
Be an interesting idea. ESPN, if you're hiring. They'll be here tomorrow.
Yes, they will.
They have a big game at the
Yes,
Convocation
they
Center.
will. We're getting started quick. No good from Jack Klein on the right side. Rebounded by Gunnar Myers. But both Myers brothers are on the floor. Cage Alexander, Landon Russell, and Kai Kazee for the Waverly Tigers.
I've been a little critical of Waverly on the offensive end, but I want to heap a lot of praise on them defensively. I think they've done a really, really good job, not just at limiting Nungaster, but limiting the opportunities that Circleville have had inside. They're limiting them from the three-point line, and they're just not allowing the easy shots.
Cage Alexander from behind the basket, no good. That momentum just took him a little too far. He almost got it to go.
I was going to say,
off the front of the rim.
He was threading a needle there.
It didn't hit the side of the backboard at all. It was a good shot online, just a little short. Now on the other side, Jenkins can't finish over Sawyer Myers. Kai Kazee bringing it the other way.
Could have had a quick break there, but Nungaster intelligent there just to press a little bit and force Waverly to slow down. Let your teammates get back into position defensively.
Here's Sawyer back to Alexander. Screen set. Alexander works off the right side, now bounces down low. Sawyer Myers to the baseline for Gunnar. Back to Sawyer, down low, and one.
Wow, I'm honestly surprised they let him get that shot up.
Yeah, I thought it was a travel, honestly, in the lane, and I think Circleville did as well. But Sawyer Myers is going to go to the line for one free throw, a chance at a three-point play. It's a three-point game. 6:36 to go in this third quarter. The first free throw, the only free throw, is good.
And that's a big tone setter for the second half for Waverly. You know the situation. You know that you're now in a – I know somehow we went back.
You know the situation.
We went back to it somehow.
Got to give us a shot. All right, I'll stop.
You got to give Waverly credit again because they've hung in this game. Like they look like they belong on this stage.
Here's Nungaster with a right hand, tough finish. Without the backboard, that's his second bucket of the night.
Just strength down low. Really, really good stuff from Cole Nungaster. Just getting down to the block and just out muscling a couple of Tigers down low.
It's a 4-point game, 23-19 the score. Waverly trailed by this mark on Sunday afternoon against New Lexington as well. That was at the halftime break. We're 2.5 minutes in here in this third quarter now. Kai Kazee at the logo. Alexander's been strong tonight. He's got 10. Now drives into the lane, looking for 12. Can't get it. Offensive board, right back to Alexander. There's 12. And it's a 2-point game.
And that's, again, the effort on the boards. It's about wanting the basketball. Waverly doing a great job there. Picking up an offensive rebound and cashing it in for an easy 2.
Kai Kazee on the defensive end after the offensive rebound commits the foul. And one opportunity coming up for Jack Klein.
Kazee charged with the foul. That's his first.
Makes it a 4-point game once again, and we're going to get a timeout.
Timeout.
It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. It's called by Taryn Jarrett and the Waverly Tigers. And a quick start to this second half, Ethan. A majority of the work getting done inside. Just a 4-point game.
Feels like, again, this feels like a big pivot point in this matchup right here. 4-point game. Both teams have kind of been right next to each other. We've kind of been at this kind of gap the whole game, right? There's kind of gone as high as 4. Waverly tied a couple times. I actually don't believe Waverly have ever led in this game. And I feel like these next few minutes could determine a whole lot, just in terms of can Circleville extend out to maybe an 8 to 10 point lead, or can Waverly get it back to within striking distance?
With the bonus.
We'll find out. It'll start with a Jack Klein free throw. He'll go to the line after the and one. He's got 8 points tonight, Ethan. That's tied for the team lead with Blaine Fowler. Looking for the team lead. He can't get it. And a rebound here from Waverly and Landon Russell. Alexander will bring it down the floor. He leads all scorers with 12 points. Working on the right side. The southpaw into the corner for Russell. Picks up his dribble, gets it back for Cage. Stands just to the right of straightaway. Directing traffic. Gunnar Myers comes up. He gets back down low. It's Kai Kazee for Sawyer. Working on Jack Klein. Back to the basket. Spins. Puts it up. No good. And there's the foul.
Taryn Jarrett was banging the drum there. He really wanted the foul called. He got it eventually. Again, what's been a relatively clean game so far. Not a whole lot of fouls in really any phase of the game thus far.
Circleville shooting just 20% from deep. Waverly 50%.
They haven't shot a 3 this second half yet.
And Waverly's shooting 40% from the floor, Ethan. They just haven't been able to get all the shots up that they've wanted to. It's been really good defense from Circleville to force some steals, get some turnovers, and really slow things down on their end of the floor as well. Came out in Waverly as Myers goes 2 for 2, makes it a 2-point game. Waverly had the ball first. They took a whole minute off the clock. It looked like they were trying to come out slow, kind of control the pace, so to say.
And honestly, I think they've succeeded. I think that this game is currently being played at the pace that Waverly wants it to be. Now it's about striking.
Here's Klein, kicks corner, Jenkins 3. No. Tipped around and a foul called. Got extracurriculars after the whistle. Kai Kazee's going to calm Landon Russell down. Now the Circleville fans getting into it over there on the side.
Yeah,
and our security team kind of perks its ears a little bit.
right in front of the Circleville bench, right in front of the Circleville fans. I think Russell took a little bit of an exception, and there's Jarrett over there on the sideline. Just a quick tap. Hey, lock back in, refocus. Don't let that become a distraction.
Might have been a little push after the whistle, but the foul called on Circleville. So Waverly will get it back. A chance to tie or take the lead. Here's Sawyer Myers. Nungister comes in for help. It's stripped, rolls out of bounds. Ref's looking for help now. It'll stay with Waverly.
Tight one there.
Very tight. Cole Nungister came in from the left block to help on defense. Ripped it out of the hands of Sawyer and rolled out of bounds right where Gunnar Myers stands now to inbound. And he tries to find Alexander. Jack Klein with the interception, and he's fouled on the other end. Cage Alexander can't believe it. He thought he was straight up. Jack Klein going back to the stripe.
I mean, that's just a bad turnover for Waverly. You cannot have that happen, especially in a game as tight as this. In a moment like this, you just can't afford those kinds of mistakes.
Jack Klein missed his last free throw. It was an and one free throw. He gets his first to go here. Back up to a 3-point advantage for Circleville, who is shooting 50% from the floor tonight. And getting it done down low once again. They only had, I believe, 2 threes the whole day. Earlier on Sunday, no good on the second free throw, 1 for 2. And it's rebounded by Waverly.
Man, Jenkins was really close to grabbing that offensive rebound, but good effort from Sawyer and Gunnar Myers. Myers brothers, it was Gunnar who was able to pick up the board there, just ahead of Jenkins.
Alexander, you know he wants to look for a tie game right here. Davion McBride in the ball game. Alexander working baseline. Down to the rack. He's fouled. Blaine Fowler might have gotten stepped on, might have stepped on someone. He comes up a little gimpy into the backcourt. Looks like it's that left ankle. He kind of nurses that a little bit. He appears to be okay, just kind of jogging it off.
He's actually got it seems like an ankle wrap or something on his right ankle.
Yeah, the opposite ankle there. But Cage Alexander to the free throw line, leads all scorers with 12. And he misses the first. Free throws could be big coming down the stretch, especially in a tight ball game.
Yeah, a game as tight as this, you need every point.
We've got under 12 minutes to go. Blaine Fowler will stop everything here and tie his shoe. Maybe just a little stall tactic to try and get some feeling back in that left ankle as well. Got it tied. We're ready to go. Alexander trying to go 1 for 2. And he does. He's got 13. Jack Klein hit the floor there. And a timeout's going to be called by Evan Callahan in Circleville. We got a 2-point game here in the combo. 3:23 to go in this third quarter. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with them on Total Media Sports.
This factory has walls, but there's no ceiling.
Here, my ideas matter.
Join a team where you can use your unique talents to grow both personally and professionally. Apply today at belisiofoods.com/careers. That's BELLISIO foods.com/careers.
And welcome back. 3:23 to go in the third quarter. Circleville leads by 2. It's 26-24. And for Waverly on the floor, 19 of their 26 points coming from just 2 players. Cage Alexander and Sawyer Myers. Alexander has 13, Myers has 6. Gunnar Myers still scoreless here this evening, as is Landon Russell and Davion McBride. Cole Nungaster gets tall and finishes on the left side. 5-point game. Down low, here's Gunnar. He's going to be fouled. Looked like Jack Klein hit the floor on the baseline, which he has done quite a few times tonight. And the fans wanted a foul call.
Yeah, Nungaster having just a quick word with the official, asking where that one was. It was very tight, minimal contact on the shooting hand there of Myers. And now again, we are back here at the free throw line. Waverly in the bonus also. Just keep that in mind here with 3:02 to go in this third quarter. Tigers are shooting the rest of the way.
First free throw, no good. Cage Alexander went 1 for 2 his last time around, and now our official needs a little mop-up crew.
Yep. Wonder what they're paying him.
Not enough. It's hard labor down there. Look at him communicating.
Give him a raise.
Here's the second free throw. And it falls. 1 for 2, 3-point game. Gunnar Myers is on the board. He's got 1 point here this evening. Starts his scoring the same way his brother did, with a free throw. Jack Klein up top. Jenkins. Left side, Fowler. Scoreless so far in this third quarter. He had 8 in the first half. Works left side around a screen from Nungaster on the baseline. Russell defending. Now down low, it's Bigham. And he is fouled.
I talked about how in the first half, how it was a relatively clean game. That's kind of changed here in this third quarter. A lot more fouls. A lot more trips to the line.
The whistles are getting blown frequently here in this third quarter. Both teams just primarily working down low. I don't think that we've had one 3-point attempt here in this half. Maybe one on the Circleville side of things, but it has been a down low, gritty ball game.
That it has.
Clavin Bigham at the free throw line. That was his first point. And it rattles around and down, and a foul is going to be called.
And now, again, here we go. That's free throws.
So that foul will go on Circleville, and like you said, Waverly's going to the line. Looks like Landon Russell will be shooting free throws. He will.
Russell at the line. Double bonus.
So Landon Russell tonight, yet to score. He's got 5 rebounds. Look to add his name to the point column. A 4-point game, misses the first, too strong.
And again, now another missed free throw. That's 2 of the last 3 that haven't gone down. And you cannot leave these points on the board if you're Waverly. You're in a tight game here with a favored higher seed. You got to find a way to get these down.
The second rattles in. Just does fall. We're back down to a 3-point game. But the last 6 points have all been 1 for 2 from the free throw line combined from
Here's
both
that
teams.
switch from Nungaster.
Nungaster to the corner. Fowler catch and shoots. No good. Rattles around. Offensive rebound. Third chance look coming up here. Nungaster cleans up the miss from Jenkins. He backs it out. Slows everything down.
Yeah, it's a couple of opportunities there again for Waverly to get out of Dodge with the board, but using their size down low. It was Jenkins first, and then it was inside. Nungaster just checks it out, and now they go back to work on offense.
Jenkins on Sawyer Myers. The left hand, no good. Rebounded by Russell. Up the other way. Gets it to McBride. Into the lane for Alexander. No good off the glass. Russell with the rebound. Second chance. And it's turned over. Jack Klein up to Nungaster. Right side. Euro.
Oh, what a find.
Second pass. Down low. It's Jenkins.
So unselfish from Nungaster. You know 99 times out of 100, he's just going to take that right up to the cup himself. But he saw the easy feed inside, and he took advantage. Makes it an easier bucket for a teammate. Unselfish play, and a successful one for Circleville.
5-point game, long three, Alexander, no. Jenkins with the rebound. Just over a minute to go in this third quarter. Fowler to the corner. Klein thought about it. Shimmies, kicks back out for Fowler. Nungister will set it up. Furthest right, Paul Prince. Foul going to be called.
That's a third on Alexander, and I think that one, very minimal contact. I think Circleville got away with one a little bit there.
54.7.
Just saw Taryn Jarrett mouth. That's crazy to the officials.
Lip reading expert up here tonight.
Not
Couple
much.
times for you.
Sometimes, most of the times when you lip read, they're saying words we can't say on our broadcast air. So
that one we could.
That one he kept it PG.
Riley Jenkins will shovel off to Klein. Now he finds Nungister inside the arc, down to the rack, using the body. He finishes on the left side.
Man, he might not have the points tonight in terms of the typical points per game scoring, but his fingerprints are just all over this game. And if Circleville wins, they typically do have Nungister to thank. But just a huge run here at the end of this quarter. Circleville were a little 5-0 run here.
12 seconds.
It was quickly a 2-point game for Waverly.
McBride, Sawyer, Gunner, left side, 4 seconds. Into the lane. Kick to the corner. McBride at the buzzer. Yes, sir! That is a huge bucket at the end of the quarter. And Taryn Jarrett still isn't happy.
I think he's still complaining about that. The one on Alexander a moment ago.
33-29 at the end of the third quarter. We've got 8 minutes to decide who is going to be the champion of the Southeast District 1 side of Region 15. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Playoff Basketball on Total Media Sports, brought to you by Visit Athens County. It's more than a place. It's a place to belong.
Whether you're buying your first home or ready to sell, Jordan's here to guide you every step of the way. Call 740-835-1581 today.
Locally owned and proud to serve Jackson, Ohio, Top Tier Customs is here for all your vehicle needs. From expert car wrap to general maintenance and precision alignments, we do it all with pride and professionalism. Whatever you drive, we'll keep it looking sharp and running right. Call 740-577-0011 today to schedule your appointment. That's 740-577-0011. Top Tier Customs, the top shelf of vehicle uplifting.
Welcome back. Start of the fourth quarter. 33-29, Circleville on top. 8 minutes to go here in the Southeast 1 District of Region 15. Waverly will start with the basketball after Davian McBride closed the third quarter with a 3-ball at the buzzer. It was a legit buzzer beater, too.
Yeah, beautiful shot. And it was great ball movement. And Myers probably could have taken the 2 himself, but unselfish basketball again, kicks it out. And you got to hit the open shots. Mitchell did. Or McBride, he did. And much, much needed when Circleville had started to threaten to pull away. The Waverly Tigers pulling right back in, and now they got a chance to maybe double up here.
On the baseline, Myers in trouble, lobs it up. McBride comes down with it, dribbles into the lane, has it poked, and here's Nungister with the steal. Across half court to the corner, Klein for 3. He buries it. Jack Klein.
It's another assist for Nungister as well. Jack Klein in the double digits now with 12. Got a couple of threes to his name.
Nungister has 3 assists tonight, 4 rebounds with his 8 points. Cage Alexander, he wants to answer. And he has it stripped. Here comes Nungister into the front court with the right hand. He finishes. What a start to the fourth quarter for Circleville. A 5-0 run in the first minute and 12 seconds. Unreal. 9-point game. Circleville on top. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with them on Total Media Sports.
This factory has walls, but there's no ceiling.
Here, my ideas matter.
Join a team where you can use your unique talents to grow both personally and professionally. Apply today at belisiofoods.com/careers. That's BELLISIO foods.com/careers.
And welcome back. 6:48 to go in this ball game. Daniel Barner alongside Ethan Sargent. Ethan, Circleville shot out of a cannon to start this fourth quarter, and it was all because of Cole Nungaster.
Yeah, and again, just when a star player like that, again, if you were just looking at it, right, he's got 10 points, and he's been, he doesn't have 30, right, but his fingerprints are all over this game right now. Effort on both ends has been stellar. Really, both teams have played really, really good effort-wise in this game. But on those, in that particular sequence, Nungaster, steal, went straight to the rack. Easy two. And now it's on Waverly to respond, right? This is the largest deficit they've faced.
I feel like they need a bucket right here. Sawyer Myers, elbow, kicks out. Gunner for three. Way short. An air ball, and Jack Klein wisely just lets it bounce out of bounds.
And that was behind the college line. We've talked about that so much, about how some of these players, the depth perception is a little tough, right? You have the Bobcat three-point line, and then you have about an extra 3 feet of space.
No fouls yet in this fourth quarter. 6:15 to go. Nungaster backing down Alexander. He puts up a shot off balance. No good. Tipped around about 3 times. Finally brought in by Sawyer Myers. He gets it to Cage Alexander up the left side.
The Circleville fans were just booing
Steps
Uniota.
into a three. No. Rebounded.
Nice rebound.
And there's Landon Russell. He's got 3. He's got 7 rebounds as well. An offensive board there for him that led to 2 points. 38-31. 5:50 to go. You said who was booing who?
The Circleville fans were booing. Unioto just headed to the locker rooms as they prepare for our second game tonight. They're taking on Washington Courthouse.
They're already trying to get ready for that game on Wednesday.
I mean, they got work to do before they even make it to that game.
Here's Nungaster going to work. No good. Ripped away on the rebound by Sawyer Myers. Here comes Cage Alexander into the lane. Steps through with the right hand. No good. And it's brought down by Circleville. Nungaster is on his feet. He's in the right corner, all alone. Oh, Alexander finds him. With the ball, it's Blaine Fowler. Allie Jenkins. Jenkins going to hand off. It's Bigham. And a timeout going to be called. It'll be a full timeout. 5:02 to go here in the district championship game in Region 15. Circleville leads by 7. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Playoff Basketball on Total Media
Jordan
Sports.
Thornsberry with Key Realty, a local realtor who knows our community and cares about helping families find the right home. Whether you're buying your first home or ready to sell, Jordan's here to guide you every step of the way. Call 740-835-1581 today.
Locally owned and proud to serve Jackson, Ohio, Top Tier Customs is here for all your vehicle needs. From expert car wrap to general maintenance and precision alignments, we do it all with pride and professionalism. Whatever you drive, we'll keep it looking sharp and running right. Call 740-577-0011 today to schedule your appointment. That's 740-577-0011. Top Tier Customs, the top shelf of vehicle uplifting.
Welcome back. We got 5 minutes to go here in the district championship. It's been a fun one here tonight. A 7-point game. Circleville leads. They've got the basketball. Each team has 2 timeouts remaining. Jack Klein will inbound from the scorer's table. We'll get into the backcourt. Fowler will bring it across. Now he wants Klein to bring it across. So he'll do so on the right side. Picked up by Gunnar Myers. Nungaster has the ball, drives in, puts it up right hand, no. Goes up for the rebound, but it's tipped away. Alexander to the front court. 2-on-2, steps into the lane, he's fouled.
Great take. Circleville wanted a jump ball, not going to get it. Good job there by Cage Alexander, noticing the advantage there that he had. First foul.
These free
third
throws
personal there on Klein. And yeah, you just said
are
it.
big.
You have to hit these. You absolutely need
one
these
is imperative. You would feel with 4:40 to go, make it a 2-score game. The first is good. It's that one. Makes it 38-32. 4:40 on the clock. Cage Alexander has 14 points, leads all scores, just 4 so far in this second half. He's looking for 5. And he gets 5. And it's a 5-point game. And number 5 for Circleville, bring it up the floor. Jack Klein. 4:30 to go. Who will be moving on to the regional semis?
Nearly. Almost stolen away there by Russell. Landon Russell just...
Klein, shimmy shake into the lane. Out of bounds. It's off of Davian McBride.
Landon Russell's a typical about 8.5 point per game scorer. He's only got 3. He does have 8 boards, though, for a guy who averages about 5 a game.
Well, those were some good handles by Jack Klein to work around Gunnar Myers. Now a catch and shoot 3 on the inbound from Jenkins. He can't get it.
Another rebound by
Landon Russell. He's down the other way with it, trying to go coast to coast. No, too strong off the backboard.
Foul, didn't get it.
Here's Nungaster into the lane on Alexander. Right hand finish. Cole Nungaster has 12. It's a 7-point lead. Alexander trying to answer. He will. Alexander has 17. It's a 5-point game.
Little word there between Nungaster and Alexander down the floor. Like, yeah, anything you can do, I can match it. A great battle between these two stellar guards. It's been fun to watch.
3.5. Fowler. Klein.
Here they go.
Nungaster. Alexander defending. There's Nungaster with the spin. He can't finish. Fowler with the board. No good. Nungaster, third chance look. He gets it. 7-point game. 3:10 to go. You said it. What a battle.
Can't give that many second chances. All right,
they're going at it again. Alexander steps into the lane, loses the ball. Sawyer Myers tracks it down. Now he drives baseline. Wants to put it up. He will. Can't get it. Jack Klein with the rebound. 2:50 on the clock. A 7-point lead for Circleville. They can taste it. A lot of work to do. Blaine Fowler. Picked up by Russell. Foul called. And I don't hate the call there. Waverly still has 4 fouls to give. Now 3 more fouls to give before Circleville gets to the bonus. And while you're not trying to send them to the line yet, you need to start getting a couple fouls in so you don't have a lot of work to do. Once that 15-minute mark hits, depending on the score, Klein will inbound. He gets it to Bigham. Bigham trapped up at the top, uses his dribble, gets out of it, almost stolen by Russell. Now it's Fowler, sidesteps a jump shot, air ball, and it's rebounded by Myers. Could have let it go. Instead, he wants to push the tempo.
He's so good tonight. First real bad miss.
Thought about a 3. Now a jump shot. Free throw line. No. Tries to track down his own miss. Cannot. Rebounded by Circleville. Approaching 2 minutes here in the combo.
Got to be careful here. Does Alexander? He's got 3 fouls.
2 minutes.
In the lane. Foul call.
Not sure if they'll get this one on Alexander. I think they'll get this one on McBride.
So much noise going on. I thought I heard whistles a few times right there, but
Clock ticks under 2 minutes in this one. If you're Waverly, you really need a run. Right now, just Circleville keeping you out of arm's length.
Circleville has led this game
Wire to wire
since the first quarter. But it's been close the whole time. Nungester's first free throw goes, and it's now an 8-point game. Cole's got 15, and we're going to get a timeout, another full timeout. It'll be called by Waverly and Taryn Jarrett, and we'll take it with them. Final 2 minutes here in the district championship between Circleville and Waverly. Don't go anywhere on Total Media Sports. Final 2 minutes here in the convo. 43-35, Circleville on top. I got another free throw coming out of the timeout. Daniel Barnard alongside Ethan Sargent. Ethan, you said right before we went to break, Waverly needs a run. They need it in the worst of ways. It's crunch time. Cage Alexander's done all he can do for this squad, but what more does he have to give? Nungester goes 2 for 2. It's a 9-point lead.
Need a shock to the system here for Waverly. Maybe a 3.
This is the score that Circleville won by. Excuse me, this is the score that Waverly won by on Sunday. Now they trail 44-35. Here's Myers for 3. Huge!
Had to have it.
Huge from Sawyer Myers. He's got 9. A quiet 9. On the inbound, Russell commits a foul. That'll be number 3 for Waverly in this quarter, and Sawyer picks up number 2.
Landon Russell, his second, 13 foul.
Nungester 14 points in the second half. He had 2 at the locker room. He's got 14 here in this second half.
And now wide open. A breakaway. Layup is good.
I don't know what
that
happened. That
cannot happen. Nobody in the backcourt, and Klein got on the other side of Kai Kazee. Alexander for 3 from the college line. No. McBride's there for the miss. Alexander has it back. Drives in. Loose ball. Gets it back. Right hand. What a finish indeed. Back down to a 6-point game with a minute to go. McBride, Kazee on defense. Klein, ball's loose,
stolen,
and it's taken away. There's Kazee with the steal.
You don't have to force the 3 here. I know you're going to want it.
There's Russell. He's going to take it. No good. A wasted possession, foul from Kazee.
Evan Callahan just lost his mind on the sidelines. He was furious. I don't know if it was with his team or the referees, or he was very, very animated, unhappy over by the bench.
Riley Jenkins will inbound. 48 seconds on the clock. 1 foul will send Circleville to the line. Nungester was calling for it. He doesn't get it. On the inbound, Fowler's fouled.
It's a 3rd.
So Waverly's fouling a bit early here. It is a 6-point game. 1 free throw makes it a 3-score game. I almost think you'd rather try and force a steal, but I do understand the perspective of if you try to get that steal for too long, maybe a crack opens up in the front court. It's an easy bucket. Here's Fowler. He makes his first, so it is now a 3-score game. 47-40. The second is good as well. 8-point game. 46.1 on the clock. Alexander's got to go fast.
Quick.
He jogs briskly up the court.
No need for a forced three again. You could go get a quick two here.
And he drives into the lane, puts it up. Off the glass, it rattles in.
Yep.
And a timeout called wisely from Taryn Jarrett. Stops the clock. It's a 30-second timeout.
And that's the last timeout for Waverly. And now I think you try and get the press. I think you foul as soon as they come over the time stripe. But if you can get a turnover.
They fouled on the backcourt on that last defensive possession. So,
or you could try and get a 5-second call on the baseline.
That would obviously be priority number one, I would think. What a finish. Coming up here from the convo, wire to wire. As you said, this game has been 48-42. Circleville on top. Nungaster leads Circleville with 16. He's got 14 of them here in the second half. 3 assists, 5 rebounds, just 1 foul for him. For Waverly, you got 2 players with 3 fouls. Alexander and Russell. Gunnar Myers picks up that one. Just his first. And it will send Jack Klein to the free throw line.
Double bubbles.
33.7 on the clock. 1 free throw makes it a 3-score game. 1 free throw makes it a 3-score game. Klein's got 14 tonight. Make it 15.
Sorry, Myers back in.
Sawyer Myers will replace Kai Kazee. Looking for that height on the rebound attempts. No timeouts for Waverly. They're going to have to go quick. Klein, 2 for 2.
Hitting their free throws late in the game when they need it the most.
Alexander with half a minute to go, trailing by 8. Right side, step back. Nungaster on defense, spinning into the lane. He's rejected. Swatted away and a foul called. Klein back to the free throw line. What a play from Blaine Fowler.
Alexander kind of got hit in the face there a little bit.
That rejection could have very well just punched the ticket for Circleville. With 20 seconds to go, Klein misses the first. Had a chance to make it a 4-score game if he was able to make both, but he missed the front end.
It's been interesting. I'm not sure, correct me if I'm wrong on this, I'm not sure if Circleville's made a single substitution in the second half.
And an offensive rebound. Fowler kicks it out. Nungaster has it. Foul on Alexander, 14 seconds to go. And that'll just about do it.
I don't believe they've made a single sub in the second half. If they have, they were in and out. This starting 5 has played almost the whole game.
Yeah, I haven't seen Ed Kirk. I haven't seen Ari Travis.
Ed Kirk played very briefly in the first half. Travis played a little bit in the first half as well.
Those were the only 2 substitutions. I haven't seen either of them here in the second half. So I think you're correct, Ethan. Nungaster at the free throw line. It's the second. 9-point game. Alexander will go quickly. Need a 3 right away. But he shovels it off. McBride will try. No good. And that'll wrap it up. Jack Klein and the Tigers of Circleville are headed to the regional semifinal round. A 9-point win, and they will cut the nets.
Coming back to the Congo.
What a ball game. Start to finish for Circleville.
Players out there, they showed some strength.
They win it 51-42 over Waverly. We'll step aside when we come back. We'll wrap it up with the net cutting and the awards ceremony here from the convo. Circleville moving on. They win by 9. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Playoff Basketball on Total Media Sports, brought to you by Visit Athens County.
Meet Jordan Thornsberry with Key Realty, a local realtor who knows our community and cares about helping families find the right home. Whether you're buying your first home or ready to sell, Jordan's here to guide you every step of the way. Call 740-835-1581 today.
Locally owned and proud to serve Jackson, Ohio, Top Tier Customs is here for all your vehicle needs. From expert car wrap to general maintenance and precision alignments, we do it all with pride and professionalism. Whatever you drive, we'll keep it looking sharp and running right. Call 740-577-0011 today to schedule your appointment. That's 740-577-0011. Top Tier Customs, the top shelf of vehicle uplifting.
This factory has walls, but there's no ceiling.
Here, my ideas matter.
Join a team where you can use your unique talents to grow both personally and professionally. Apply today at belisiofoods.com/careers. That's BELLISIO foods.com/careers.
Welcome back. Post game. The medals are being given out. We start with the losing Waverly Tigers. What a season it was for Waverly under the direction of first-year head coach. They call him TJ. Taryn Jarrett. They went 14-11 overall with the loss tonight. 4-6 in the SOC 3. 9-4 at home. 4-5 on the road. They played a lot of close battles, Ethan. 8-7 in games decided by under 10 points or less. You had another one of them here tonight.
You want to know the craziest part about this Waverly team?
They are young.
Senior.
They are so
you
young.
have to have a feeling that this team, they're going to obviously tonight won't feel great, but you have a feeling that this is just the start. And obviously the guy there front and center, he's a sophomore. He's one of the more talented players we're going to see all week, Cage Alexander. Whole lot more to come for that young man.
He had 21 points tonight, 1 assist, 2 rebounds, finished with 3 fouls. Led all scorers on the floor. He had 10 at halftime, 11 in that second half. They pose for the season concluding picture. And now the focus turns to Circleville. The Region 15 Southeast 1 District Champions, the Circleville Tigers. What a ball game from them tonight. They led it the whole time. I think the only lead for Waverly was maybe after that first three from Cage Alexander.
I don't think Waverly, well, maybe they did lead very briefly.
It was 3-2, but I want to say that was their only lead of the game.
That was their only lead.
Maybe 5-4, but
yeah.
The point is they didn't lead, and that stretched back to that first quarter. Circleville had control of this one all throughout, but they never had a double-digit lead. It was within 10 the entire night. Cole Nungaster, Jack Klein combined for 33. Nungaster had 17. Klein had 16. Nungaster with 3 assists, 5 rebounds. Jack Klein, 4 rebounds. But they had 3 double-digit scores tonight. Ethan Blaine Fowler led the team at halftime with 8. He finished with 10. And he gets his name called here. A rightfully deserved ovation. They found a way to get it done outside of Nungaster as well this evening. I know Nungaster led the team in points, but he only had 2 at halftime in a 21-16 ball game. The supporting cast, as you like to say, stepped up for Circleville this evening.
They absolutely did. And Nungaster, it took him a second to get going. Just 2 points at halftime. He finishes with 17, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. leading the way. But like you said, he got contributions from the team around him. And it was a great performance, deserving district championship. And this team is a threat here in the regional. And they'll see who they play next in the next round. In this next game we got coming up, Unioto taking on Washington Courthouse. That's going to be a fun one. 2 versus 3 matchup in that side of the bracket. Division 4, very, very stacked. Some really good teams as they lift the trophy.
Well, that'll just about do it for us here in our first game of the night. Circleville wins it 51-42. They move on to the regional semifinals. They'll take on the winner of our second game. Stick around. We will have coverage of Unioto and Washington Courthouse coming up next on Total Media Sports. For Ethan Sargent, I'm Daniel Barner. We want to give a great shout out to our stream crew, Corbin and Will down on the floor, getting the pictures for the social media. Big shout out to them. They are the reasons that this thing goes here from the Convocation Center. A huge shout out to them. Huge shout out to you, Ethan. We'll be back on the air here in just about 20 minutes time for Unioto and Washington Courthouse. Circleville wins by 9 over Waverly. 51-42 the final. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight to our playoff coverage at the Convocation Center, brought to you by Visit Athens County. It's more than a place. It's a place to belong. Talk to you in a few minutes.
Thanks for watching Total Media 2026 Convo coverage presented by Visit Athens County.